My name is Victor Tiffany. I'm with Revolt Against Plutocracy, the Bernie or Bust organization. This video is a two-part tutorial explaining in the second half how to use this Facebook group to build the Bernie or Bust movement, again, going into the next year's primaries. If that's all you're here for and you want to help build this movement, go to this point in the video, this minute mark, advance there, and you'll see how to use this group. I will demonstrate it for you. The first half, this half, is about messaging. We need to do two things. We need to build the movement, which is what this Facebook group is for, and we need to send a message out to Berniecrats, out to Democrats all across the country, in the suburbs, in the country, everywhere. And two ways to do that. One, offline, which is the bumper sticker you can see below. You can click on that, get a bumper sticker if you have a car. I have a company car I use on the back window. That way I can scrape it off when I'm done. New company car comes in, I'll put another one on. But online, on Facebook, we have a very specific messaging strategy in place. We have something we didn't have 4 years ago, a Bernie or Bust network that we can make use of in terms of messaging our Facebook friends. So let me share screen with you and I'll show you exactly what it is I'm talking about. This is Facebook. This is just my regular news feed, right? So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to search Bernie or Bust. Right? And look what Facebook provides for us. Look at these tabs along the top. This is a Bernie or Bust infrastructure that we can use to help build this strategy and message this strategy. I'm going to click on pages. These are some of the Facebook pages that are Bernie or Bust. Now, these are dozens. If you keep coming down, I've liked them. You can see the number of ones I've liked. Right here's Colorado. I'm just going to go ahead and like that. You don't have to like them. You can use them without liking them. So let me get to what it is I'm conveying here. I'm just going to click on the first one. And all these pages have, hopefully here, it's still loading. There we go. They all have this invite your friends. So I'm going to click on that. Computer's operating nice and fast as usual. All right, I'm inviting you to like this page. I'm going to change this because this message is what ends up in people's email box. So I'm just going to delete the end of that. And I'm going to say, I'm going to invite you to like this Bernie or Bust page. Again, my computer is running slow. There we go. And I'm also going to take this, I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to come over here to an email draft. It's an email to myself. This is just a draft, so I can modify this. And I'm using this sentence over and over again, as I'll explain why. So I'm just going to save that here. This is a draft email to myself. I'm just going to save it. I'm going to come back to here. So now anytime I come back to this page, I can just plug that in. It's important you add this to the message because most people are just going to delete it when they see it in their email box, but they're still going to see this Bernie or Bust right here. That's what's important to convey to them. Now, you see, I've already done this. I've invited 2,575. So when you say select all the friends, which I just clicked on, and once again, the computer's going nice and slow for us this morning. Come on. It's not responding to select all. There we go. See, I have all the ones selected now. Even that doesn't say they're all selected. And I've done it previously, and I've only invited 2,500. So you may, if you have as many friends as I have, 4,100 plus, you may have to do this 3 or 4 times. So what I recommend is, once a day, come in here. You've got this message saved somewhere in a draft email, on a document, whatever. So you can come back in and paste this in nice and quickly. Once a day, come along to the group that you're in the middle of inviting your friends to like, and do this. And then keep working a page until you're done with that page. So I'm going to go ahead and click Send Invites. And that's it. You just keep coming back to this page over and over until all your friends are invited. I know it doesn't like many more than 1 set of invites a day. So if I just go back here real quick, you can see all these Burn Your Bus groups. So this might be week 1, this might be week 2, this might be week 3 to go through, unless you have just maybe 100 friends, and then you can do, you know, one invite all will actually invite all. But if you have thousands, then you have to do it multiple times. And I recommend 1 page per week. If you want to look at that page before you invite people, go ahead. You might want to skip one that has posts that you don't agree with or whatever. It doesn't matter how many people currently like it. You're just using this to message to your Facebook friends, Burn Your Bus, over and over and over again. Again, this is Burn Your Bus infrastructure that Facebook has in place for us to use, and it's all perfectly legitimate. Invite your friends to like is an accepted Facebook activity. You're not going to land in jail. That's messaging. Now, how to use this group, which is what you're here for, I hope. Last time, when we did a lot of sharing on groups, we ended up in Facebook jail, a lot. This time, we have a strategy to avoid Facebook jail, as long as you follow our simple instructions. So what we have here is a huge database of progressive groups, Bernie groups, book groups, which I'm going to address separately, and revolutionary groups. All right, so here's sheet 1, sheet 2. I'm going to quickly go over here to this video. Right, this is just a list of things that you actually saw on my draft email over here. I've already pasted this over, and what this screen allows you to do, what this tutorial explains to do, is how to paste this over into another into a draft email so you can use it. So again, that's where these things come from. You can watch this tutorial and show you how to use it. Back to the lists. All right, so I'm just gonna pick one and show you how to use it. These are mostly Burn Your Bus groups, or not Burn Your Bus groups, Bernie groups, progressive groups, and so forth. So what you have to do initially is right-click, go to the tab, which opens up. Actually, what I do typically is open like 3 at a time, just to get them going here. You can see they're still loading. This is still loading. I'll just explain what you have to do when these things come up is join these groups. Just apply to join the groups. No more than 30 at a time in a day. So you're actually going to start out on the slow side when you do this. Right? You get 30 of these a day, and then when you get down to your 31st, you just make a note of it. You can't edit this document unless you're a group administrator, but just write it down on a piece of paper, down to Bernie 2021. That tells you where you left off. And then as you get in these groups, you're going to be able to proceed as we have designed. So you have these groups, and there's, as I mentioned, there's multiple pages of these. These are hundreds of groups, which, by the way, 2 points. Last time we had to click on your list of Facebook groups over to the group and then back again. If you had a lot of groups, that took a long time to go back and forth. This is very, very quick, except for this loading. It's going very slow for me. I just want to continue down this page. There are also book promotion groups because we wrote a book on Bernie or Bust, right? You can see it here. So these groups we're not going to use to build the movement, right? We're not going to recruit busters out here. We're going to use these pages to send the message, just like the first half of this. So I'm going to right click, set that up, and so when that opens, we can look at it. Now, let's go back to one that's finally open. I'll show you what to do here. Let's say you've already joined, you're in this group, Progressive or Bust. What you do now is type in my name, Tiffany, because all these groups are ones that I have posted in. And so you're going to find something that I have posted somewhere. And you're going to bump it to the top. Right? So this is a book, or sorry, a post about Progressive or Bust. That was our midterm strategy. Let's get down here to something. Here's a book post. Right? So just click on a book, click on the post, it comes up like that. And all you're going to do is leave a comment in here. And instead of typing in the comment over and over and over again, you go back over here to your list of groups, and you can say, so this is a post about the book. I'm going to highlight Bernie or Bust is also a pledge. Over here, if I can find this, there we go, Revolt Against Plutocracy page. I'm going to click on the comment, paste, enter, right? So you don't have to say it's also pledge. You can leave a comment saying, take the pledge, take the Bernie or Bust 2020 pledge. Just different ways of saying the same thing. So now I've left a comment, and I'm going to back arrow, let this page reload, and here's what happens. That's an announcement. That doesn't count. First activity, right here. There it is. That's the post. It's been bumped to the top of this group's news feed. That's the idea, to bump these pledge pledge posts or book posts to the top with a statement about this is a pledge, or if you want to promote the bumper sticker, you can do something like that. We'll maybe do that for the next one. I'm just going to highlight this, come over here to another one of these pages that have been loaded. Silvers for Sanders. See if I got to get to the group here. See if I can find their group. So this is just a page. Probably shouldn't be here, but you can still leave a comment. It just doesn't do much good to leave comments on pages because they typically don't show up very well. So I'm just going to really close this because it's not very useful. I want to get to a page. That's the writer page. Okay, here's a page. I don't know as I posted in this group. Let's find out. There it is. I posted for the book. So I'm going to click on this. Leave a comment. I'm going to paste the comment. Get your bumper sticker today. You get the idea. And then again, you can just look at this and go back to the page. You're not going to take this step here very often. Once you get the idea that this bumps the post back up to the top, you don't need to take that step. What you do once you leave your comment is delete the page, go back to the Facebook rap sheet, our group here, and right click again. So these are author books. These are, book groups. So I've already clicked on one of these as a demonstration. Here it is. Find me any place I have search me. Again, these are all groups where I have promoted the book. Hopefully you'll find it here. If you get here and you can't, and I haven't posted, or they've deleted my book promotion for any reason, you can post yourself if you want. Over here in this list, I've done this. You can add something like this. I quoted Edmund Burke. Those who don't know history are doomed to repeat it. This takes us to our book page. But for now, I'm just going to follow up on this. See, I've already got that written here. So I'm just going to leave a comment to bump this back up to the top. You can see Alan Howe's already been using it for that purpose with a post from his Medium article. I've already got Burn Your Bust is also a pledge. I've already posted that here. Let's see what I'm doing. Get your bumper sticker today. Anything, just mainly, so I've left that comment. Just the idea is to bump this post back up to the top so that these people on this page, these are just regular folks who read mostly escape literature, see this thing more likely to see this thing because it's been bumped up to the top. This is more messaging than it is anything else. I'm trying to see where it's been bumped. I don't see the bump yet. There it is. All right, it's been bumped toward the top of this top post. So that's the idea. You're just bumping post to the top using this. That's my Burn Your Bust, using this set of documents. So the first thing you have to do is go through these sheets, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and ask to join the groups. And then once you're a member of these groups, so, and again, this asking to join the groups is the place where you can land in jail. So take your time, go slow, 30 a day, 30 the next day. Within a month, easily, you'll belong to all these groups. And basically, these groups are my groups, and you don't have access. Facebook doesn't give you access to a big, huge, long list of groups. You can see here on the side, left-hand side, where there are groups listed, but that's it. You don't get many of your groups anymore. That's your list these days. That's how long it is. Where we're supplying this database a huge list of hundreds of groups with these 4 sheets. And we update these sheets as we join a new group. We will update these sheets so that you can also join these groups and bump them. And that's basically how you use this page. And I have to stress, this is so much more advanced than what we were doing. First of all, we were landing in jail a lot. And posting might have been more effective because it shows the post. And what I'm doing in the next few weeks, I'm on vacation right now. I'm going to be going through and editing posts. That doesn't land you in jail either. You can edit one of your own old posts, whatever it was about. If you're in a group and you post about something, you can edit it and make it a Burn Your Bust pledge, which is what, again, go back to this sheet that I pasted in here. These are a whole bunch of, oops, well, I'm not on screen share, so I can't show you now. But these are in that draft emails, a whole bunch of pledge narratives that you can post using edit feature, not a post feature. Just edit your posts that you find in any one of these groups. If you use your own post, you can edit it. And then again, you still have to leave a comment to bump that post up to the top. So this group offers a tactic that's far more advanced than anything we had in 2020. And that's why we're encouraging people to join this group and use this group. Obviously, if you're carrying, if it's ballot initiative time, you're in a period of time and Bernie needs to get on the ballot, right? So for 2 or 3 weeks, you might be carrying ballots around. So you're not going to be using this group to promote Burn Your Bust. That's understandable. You can help the campaign and you can help this Burn Your Bust strategy, both. It's not mutually exclusive. You can do the messaging with the Burn Your Bust pages, inviting your friends to like a page over and over again, and use this group. They're not mutually exclusive. We need both. We need to build the movement, and we need to send the message out across to millions and millions of Democrats that there's one candidate running as a Democrat who can defeat Donald Trump, and that's Bernie Sanders. And a large part of the reason is the 20% of us who won't be voting for a neoliberal Democrat, stealth or otherwise, Elizabeth Warren. It has to be Bernie Sanders. Thank you very much for your time. We appreciate your efforts going forward. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below. Please get a bumper sticker if you have a car, and use this page. Join groups and bump posts up to the top, and that's how we build a movement. Thank you very much.